No change in sight, which means we should be back in the 40s and keep on melting all that snow. Just a little bit left up on the rooftop. Something that's helped with that melting. We never got back down to freezing in the overnight. We stayed above 32 all night long. We're at 33 right now here in the Twin Cities. Clouds are going to be kind of in and out, and you've got a couple of snowflakes showing up, at least on radar over in western Wisconsin. No reports of that getting down to the ground, though, so go ahead and ignore that. We'll see mostly cloudy skies and temps a little cooler today. 43 our high this afternoon. Spring starts at 4:58, so the first full day of the new season is tomorrow. Sunny and 47, a little breezy there, and then a pretty nice warm up as we go into the weekend. I don't think we quite get to 50 by Friday, but Saturday looks right. In fact, we might just have to declare that one a top 10 weather day. All right, well today, officially the first day of spring, first full day is tomorrow. It starts at 4:58 this afternoon. That's when the vernal equinox happens, but nobody really cares about that. You're celebrating spring today, right? So I want to know what you are doing to celebrate. Are you like this guy? Do you have a paddle board you want to bring out to Lake Superior? Somebody actually did this yesterday. This is insane. No one's going to do this. But maybe you open the windows at home, or you celebrate in the most Minnesota way possible. You just go get a car wash. It's spring. Time to wash the car. If you're watching on Facebook or on Twitter, leave us a comment. Let us know what you're doing to celebrate spring, and we'll share some of those coming up in just a little bit. Well, we'll still be talking about flooding over the next few days and weeks, for that matter. Several communities have started preparing for more water. The Prairie Island Indian community is hosting 3 sandbagging events to prepare for flooding along the Mississippi. In Stillwater, the St. Croix could rise still another 10 feet. And in towns like Henderson, people are already dealing with flooding. People can't get to their houses because the roads that usually lead to them are closed. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz says lawmakers need to raise the gas tax to help make dangerous intersections safer. Yesterday, Governor Walz went to one of the worst railroad crossings in the state. It's in Anoka. The area was getting some of those potholes filled. Up to 80 trains a day cross the intersection at Highway 47 and Ferry Street. The trains blocked the road a couple of times an hour, creating long lines and some frustrated drivers.
Well, I missed the doctor's appointment because I got there 20 minutes late. I had to wait 2 months to get another appointment.
Ugh, hate getting stuck at those trains and just waiting. How long is this thing going to be? This is one of more than 500 projects that Governor Walz says could be funded with a higher gas tax. Republicans say the state should use existing funds to pay for roads and bridges. Well, that massive fire at a chemical plant in Texas is finally out. It was put out around 3:30 this morning. The company sent in a 15-person team and more pumps to finally get it out. Residents nearby are still concerned about the air, though. All that smoke will settle and could be a hazard, a breathing hazard for people with respiratory issues. Deadpool and Snow White are now part of the same family. Disney's buyout of Fox became official overnight. $73 billion is what it cost them. This means you could see X-Men, Avatar, even Simpsons characters showing up in Disney films. Disney also plans to launch its own streaming service. This is the big deal here, right? To compete with Netflix and Hulu. Well, is your bracket filled out yet? Mine is not. March Madness kinda began last night. The first 2 play-in games, Fairleigh Dickinson beat Prairie View A&M and Belmont beat Temple. Do you have any of them going past the first round? Tonight, North Dakota State plays for a spot in the main bracket. The Bison play North Carolina Central. NDSU has 5 players from the Twin Cities on the roster. The game tonight is at 5:40 on True TV. If they win, the reward is to play Zion Williamson and Duke on Friday night. Meanwhile, the Gophers are waking up in Des Moines. They play Louisville tomorrow. That game's at 11 right here on CCO. 11:15 is the tip-off. This morning, the team is going to talk to the media and practice at Wells Fargo Arena. St. Paul Mayor grew wings yesterday. That is Melvin Carter, parachuting 12,000 feet out of a plane and onto Harriet Island. With some help, it's flying tandem there. This was to announce Red Bull coming back to St. Paul, the Flugtag, in September. 50 teams are going to build their own aircrafts and crash into the Mississippi River. The goal is to get as far out into the water as you can. More Disney news. They've released a trailer for Toy Story 4, and this time there's a new toy.
Everyone, Bonnie made a friend in class.
Oh, she's already making friends.
No, she literally made a new friend. I want you to meet Forky.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. He's a spork.
Yes, yeah, I know.
Should Forky be called Sporky? He joins Buzz and Woody on the road trip in the new Disney movie, voiced by Tony Hale, who played Buster on Arrested Development. He was in Veep as well. Tom Hanks, Tim Allen are back. Toy Story 4 hits the theater June 21st. Okay, let's get back to today's talker. It is the first day of spring, kinda. Still technically winter right now, but spring starts at 4:58 with the vernal equinox this afternoon. Eric Henderson is here to, well, actually me. How you doing, Eric?
To do what now?
Hey, well, actually, I think we're all ready.
Well, actually.
Yeah, right.
Eric Henderson says he's going to watch a fine Disney product. Jan says she's going to wear her flowery mud boots while she picks up the yard. She has a dog. No need to explain.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I have to do that, too. Oh, boy.
We got a number of people saying that they're going to get their car washed today. Is that a good idea?
I guess. I mean, if there's not a ton of snow and ice on your streets still, I think that's fine. Otherwise, it's going to get pretty dirty driving around in all those puddles over the next couple of days.
And Dan asks, what's up with the vest?
It's a fair question.
Are you wearing shorts?
No, I have short sleeves. I forgot to grab a shirt this morning, and this is what I got. I got to change for this show. It's a lot of work, and I do it for you.
It's a stunt.
Okay. That is it for the 734 from WCCO, a time when most of the Twin Cities are on the go. If you haven't already made us your home for mobile news, go ahead and do that. We'll be back here tomorrow at 7:34, maybe with more Disney stories. Until then, be nice to each other on the internet.